What is up, everybody, and welcome to the next edition of the Losers Lounge podcast. This is episode number 98. Folks, we are 2 episodes away from the 100th podcast. And strap yourselves in for the next 9 weeks because holy crap, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Predictions and reviews on so many events because this fall is full of crazy wrestling events. From Extreme Rules, which we're talking about today, to NXT's Halloween Havoc, to WWE Crown Jewel, to AEW Full Gear, to WWE Survivor Series War Games. A lot has changed over the last number of weeks since you guys last heard from us. And, well, I'm honestly at a loss for words because pro wrestling has changed drastically ever since the retirement of Vince McMahon. And I'll be honest, I didn't think it would be this quick. I thought it would take quite a long time before the game would change, no pun intended. But here we are today to predict Extreme Rules. Last year, Extreme Rules had only one Extreme Rules match and everything. But before we get to that, I want to bring, of course, in my fellow loser, 2-time Losers Lounge Member of the Year and Optimistic Hall of Famer, the heelest of ballers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the heelest of ballers is back, and it feels great to be back on the most fun podcast in professional wrestling and in all of the IWC, YWC, whatever you want to call it, the Losers Lounge. And it feels great to be back on here, and we're going to be talking a very fun show. I mean, you guys thought that our review and predictions of Clash of the Castle was good. You know, I was talking with Chris before we started recording and stuff. He said it best, man. The Triple H show is getting started, man, and it's getting better because with this show, they're going all out with it. And there's not going to be a fallout from this one.
I know, right? I'll be honest, yeah. They're going all out more than All Out did.
Oh, for real? It's not really good trainers.
Who would have thought that doing less is more?
Dude, for real.
Well, knowing how NXT TakeOver was back in the day.
Oh, for real.
Triple H knows his shit.
Yeah.
Last year at Extreme Rules, while the matches and the performances were extreme, there was only one match that had a stipulation, so that was kind of annoying.
Yep.
I was there at the show, but it was still fun. The crowd in Columbus, Ohio was insane.
Really fun show.
Yeah.
There were questionable endings at that show.
Yep.
They were unanswered, and still have not been answered, and never will be answered.
That's okay, though. Because, I still enjoy myself. The crowd was lit the whole time, and
oh, yeah.
I guarantee the crowd this time is going to be even more lit, because for one thing, we're not in Columbus, Ohio, we're in Philadelphia, and it's Extreme Rules, and there's 6 matches on the card, and all 6 matches have an extreme stipulation.
Reminds me of back in the day, when Extreme Rules first happened, you had stipulations everywhere. What did we have? Ladder match, kendo stick, we had, what else do we have? Tables match, I think. Hog pin match, I remember that.
Think about so many crazy shit.
So many. Dude, for real.
Yeah. And then as the years went on, they started adding in some, traditional wrestling matches. And we were like, okay. One or two is not going to hurt. Then half of the show was stipulations and half the show was non-stipulations. And then last year, there was, 90% no Extreme Rules.
Exactly. It was just the Demon and the Tribal Chief. And that was a really fun match.
Yep. Yo Balor's outside in case you hear cars, folks.
Yes, I'm outside because my family's inside and I'm taking a shower right now. So, don't want to interrupt me with that. So, don't want to interrupt me. Anyways, plus it's a good day today.
I'm assuming it's a nice day over in Alabama.
It's all right. it's like October and over here, it doesn't get cold until the night. So, especially around this season. The leaves are starting to fall too.
Oh, yeah. Leaves are falling over up here as well. Folks, wherever you are, I hope the leaves are falling. And you're having a great time because, to hang around with the golden leaves and everything, it's always a nice view.
Dude, for real. That's where I'm sitting.
Yep. So, I've been debating back and forth about this card because, hold on a sec. Willie, why is there a QR code inside our studio?
I don't know. I mean, the last time we were here, there was no QR code. No, I think you're the one who put it there.
No, I swear I did not put it in there.
I told you to lock the lounge before we left.
It is locked. Literally, it was locked the whole time. We actually, used the lock to get in.
Now, Ryan and Kelsey and Connor are not here right now. It's just been us two for the past few months. So it must have been some intruder or something like that. I don't freaking know.
Hold on a second. All right, I'm gonna scan it. Okay. It's showing me an image of. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I just got rickrolled. Never gonna give you up.
Hmm.
Who the hell would do that?
A bunny.
Why is there a white rabbit on my phone?
Because we're in Alice in Wonderland, bro.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
You know, I always wondered why things were looking different around here.
Exactly. We're in Wonderland, Christian. See, there's the Mad Hatter. There's the Evil Queen. Yeah.
Hey, look, there's the Black Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Okay, that was funny. For the record, folks, we have no problem with that.
Not really.
So we don't know, so we don't know why you guys have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm. This is a black guy talking about that name. Well, not you, Christian. Me. Not you. Let me rephrase that, folks. Me.
That's all good. Extreme Rules has 6 matches on the card and 6 stipulations. The reason why I was struggling to talk about this a little bit is because I've been debating back and forth about which match we should talk about last because, you know, what could possibly be the main event. We'll find out. I'm finally made a choice, and you'll find out on this podcast what we're talking about last.
Oh, yeah.
But it goes to show that literally any match could be the main event, and that's just how damn good it is.
Dude, for real.
And I'm totally cool with this. Like, this Saturday's going to be a fun evening.
It is.
So make sure to get your popcorn out, get your drinks. In my case, I'm drinking water because I'm on a diet, and that's actually a good thing.
Water rules, bro.
Yeah, water is good. All right. Before we get to the matches, let's go ahead and talk about it. The White Rabbit. Wow.
Honestly, we all know who it is, or do we? I'm loving these clues that they're sending out.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a real. This is a crazy comparison, but because of all the hidden QR codes and everything, I think we're in a real life Blue's Clues.
Which is funny because there's a Blue's Clues movie coming out
featuring all 3 hosts. Yeah.
Yeah, for it's like Spider-Man except for children. So there you go.
I'll be honest. Here's the thing. I may be 26, but I'm gonna watch that movie.
There you go.
Who knows?
I'm not a big Blue's Clues fan, but I'll probably watch it.
Who knows? I might be yelling a clue. I'll be a kid again. But yeah, I feel like we're kind of in a real life Blue's Clues with all these QR codes and all these like riddles and everything.
Yep.
And by that, I'm not talking about Matt Riddle.
No, we'll talk about him later.
Yeah. It all started with, you know, the White Rabbit music playing during either commercial breaks or non-televised house shows. And people were instantly all over Karrion Kross because, you know, he had a White Rabbit stick in Lucha Underground.
You were correct.
And then after that, we started seeing QR codes in backstage areas. And a lot of people were, you know, just at first, I guarantee at first some people were not even bothered because they thought it was actually part of the actual arena and they just, you know, figured, yeah.
That's what I thought too.
You're like, oh, it's probably like to get a deal on some merchandise from that local sports. Which, honestly, if you're a fan of certain sports, that would be actually a good deal.
Then I think most recently they started putting like the QR codes on people's cars and something like that. And I'm like, isn't that illegal?
Well, no, it wasn't QR codes, but it was flyers regarding a white rabbit.
Yeah.
But prior to that, people were already saying, I scanned this QR code. It took me to like a Hangman game I showed like a white rabbit on it.
I legit thought WWE got hacked when this first started. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, but then we started putting puzzle pieces together, and we got
the clues together.
Yeah. In our handy-dandy notebook.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be honest. I did not think on this podcast for Extreme Rules to be talking about Blue's Clues.
Well, don't worry. There's the thinking chair right over there. Wait, you're sitting in it. Come on now.
Yeah, we're sitting in our thinking chair.
Yeah.
Hey, is it mail time?
Mail time. Actually, no joke, Christian. Like before we started recording, the mail just ran. So.
Oh, man.
Screw it. I'm actually going to shut the mail. Screw it. I'm actually going to shut the mail.
He's actually gonna shut the mail. This is happening, folks.
Right now.
This is actually happening, folks.
Nothing.
Got nothing?
Nothing.
So you know what that means, Willie?
What's that?
You don't got a letter. You don't got a letter. You don't got a letter. Sucks to be you.
Which is really interesting because I really don't get mail anyways nowadays. So yeah, yesterday. So
yeah, that's okay. It's all right, folks. Anyways, back to the subject on the White Rabbit. The first obvious thing is everyone's thinking Bray Wyatt.
Yes, sir.
But at first, people were thinking Karrion Kross. Actually, Karrion Kross was the first person people thought because of White Rabbit, and they put the puzzle pieces together on that.
Oh, yeah,
but then they saw different things that connected to Bray Wyatt, his career, things he said, Firefly Funhouse, and all that shit. And then, we get coordinates, locations, from cities in unknown locations to a pink bunny in Italy.
Yes.
And then, of course, a city literally titled Corbin, and then the story of the Three Little Pigs, which has us thinking, is Baron Corbin involved? And then more recently, now we're thinking Joe Gacy is involved.
Mm-hmm.
And Bray Wyatt, or whoever the fuck is behind this, it's likely Bray Wyatt, but whoever's behind this has also put up the picture of Samson and Delilah. I'm not a man of Christ, but I looked it up. And plus, I got friends who are people of Christ, like you, Willie.
Yes, sir.
So I'm pretty sure you saw that, and you're like, I know what that is. Samson and Delilah, the story of betrayal.
Yes, sir.
Which, of course, could reference what Alexa Bliss did to The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And also, Samson could also reference Elias, who has not been seen since Ezekiel was hanging out with him that one time.
Ezekiel. Too bad he's bringing packages, Elias. Shame.
What are you talking about?
Oh, apparently, he might be repackaged as Elias again.
Wait. Ezekiel is going to be his brother? Elias is not going to like this.
I don't think so.
Yeah, now Elias got flat out replaced by Ezekiel, who's going to play Elias?
Yes.
Well, that's just a ripoff.
Yeah, it is.
What a shame. But anyway,
big shame.
Elias, potentially. Then once Aleister Black's lyrics appear?
Yes.
I don't know why. Here's the thing. I don't know what the fuck's going on. As far as we know, Aleister Black, or Malachi Black, is still signed with AEW. He's taking time off. He even addressed the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I am still signed with AEW. I don't know why people are saying I got released or anything. I mean, he even admitted one time he requested his release. It just didn't happen. He didn't get his release. And at the time, I was like, okay, that's fine. As long as he's dealing with his mental health in a healthy way, that's good.
Because mental health is always important, folks. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we'll see him again in AEW. Same thing with Buddy Matthews.
Yes, Buddy Matthews, whatever you want to call him. Buddy Matthews, Buddy Murphy, the buddy guy.
But if Malachi or Aleister is not involved in this, then why the hell did his lyrics appear? And WWE's official White Rabbit stuff. This wasn't something planted in by a fan.
No, it wasn't.
And this went from thinking it's one person to now believing there's many people involved. I'll be honest, I don't think there's just one person. If it's Bray Wyatt, I think he's leading something, like an entire cult.
I like the idea of a cult.
A cult, a personality.
No, that cult's long gone.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Fuck him.
Yeah, screw him.
So I'm like, here's the thing. I've heard something about this White Rabbit reveal could be at Extreme Rules. That's why we're going into depth about this, folks.
Oh yes.
Whether that person actually appears or it just gives you a confirmation on who's behind it. Regardless, I'm honestly terrified. And it's the spooky season, folks, so being terrified is all part of the game. And I want to believe that maybe it's one person, but I also want to believe that it's an entire crew. And that's another reason. And that's another reason why I don't know if Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross could main event the show, or Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins could main event the show, or Edge and Finn Balor could main event the show, because I have a feeling whoever main events the show is going to have something involved with the White Rabbit. So that's another reason why we're like, what's going to happen? Who's behind this? What the hell's happening? And what's even better about this is we've never seen this type of build-up before. We usually see video packages like that interrupts the show, and then you have the commentators wondering what that was about. In this case, we don't have any of that. It's not once been referenced on TV. It's only been for the fans to figure it out. And that's why I like what Triple H is doing with that.
Yes, Triple H has a great mind for the professional wrestling business. A very good mind you.
And I guarantee whoever's behind this situation is also, got free Roman on what to do.
Big creative thing, which is something the other guy, I love Vince and all, but he didn't really get that much creative freedom, which is what I love about Triple H. So
yeah, Vince, wanted things word by word done.
Yep.
Triple H, on the other hand, he gives you the bullet points and says, fill up in between on your own.
Exactly.
But get to this point, all right?
Yes, sir.
And then, in my opinion, that's good. As long as you're like, okay, we have to get to this at some point, and then we have to get to this at some point. Sure, we can figure that out. Talk amongst whoever you're working with and let it fly. So,
yeah.
So whoever's behind the White Rabbits, a lot of people have joked around saying it's Adam Rose and his bunny.
Yeah, if y'all have seen Adam Rose now, y'all would quickly regret saying that. And plus, there's reasons why he doesn't need to return to wrestling now when we're building here. So no, that's not Adam Rose.
Yeah, he doesn't wrestle anymore.
He doesn't.
No, he's done, and that's okay.
Oh yeah.
As for the bunny, what you're gonna say is Justin Gabriel or something?
Oh God, let's not do that.
Not again, you mean?
Yeah, for real.
Karrion Kross is one thing, but I wouldn't say he's the one behind it because he's already in a feud with Drew McIntyre.
Exactly.
Aleister Black, as far as we know, he's still signed with AEW, so I don't think it's him.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Baron Corbin. Last time we saw him, he was getting in a limo with JBL.
Yes.
So it has you wondering, is he going to be part of this crew? Is JBL part of this cult?
Magic comes back as like the lone wolf, but a very darker version of it.
Yeah. And so there's that to think about. And then, of course, there's also, who else was it? Joe Gacy.
Yeah, Joe Gacy.
We haven't seen him in a while. Yeah. Here's the thing, Joe Gacy did leave a little bit of a comment on Grayson Waller's Instagram Live by simply putting a white rabbit emoji.
Yeah, Grayson Waller, gross. Anyways, yes, exactly.
Yeah, this has me thinking as well. Like, a binary code translated to Gacy.
You know what I think might be a part of this whole thing? Eric Rowan.
That's also another possibility. Eric Rowan, we don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
He ain't signed anywhere.
Nope. Could Braun Strowman be involved too?
Maybe. He's too busy chasing around small guys, so.
What with Dexter Lumis? Could he be behind this cult too?
He's too busy kidnapping and doing things that will not repeat on here to The Miz.
But do you think maybe someone sent him to do that? Because we don't know why he's attacking him.
True. Although who'd have freaking gripes with The Miz?
I mean, Bray Wyatt once had a little feud with The Miz.
Oh, that's true.
So if he's always behind us, then of course you got Alexa Bliss. Some of those QR codes appear when she was present.
Yes. Alexa needs some change, man. Let me tell you, change her back to spooky character. I don't freaking care. Just do something with her. She has no direction right now, in my opinion.
So that's why I'm glad with what Triple H has accomplished with this White Rabbit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many hints that it's obvious that it's pointing directly toward Bray Wyatt, but that's also, having us thinking, oh, maybe it's not just him.
What if that's by design?
Well,
by design? It's the points towards Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. I mean, the story of the...
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Someone actually went in depth with the story of the Three Little Pigs at one point. Because,
Did they really?
I mean, the story, right? The wolf, the wolf blows down the house.
Yeah, the wolf
The wolf blows down the house of straw, kills the first pig, blows down the house of sticks, kills the second pig, could not blow down the third house because it's made out of bricks, and then that pig kills the wolf. What if the wolf is Vince McMahon, the straw house and the twig house are previous incarnations of Bray Wyatt from the Eater Worlds to the Fiend? But this third one, he cannot...
be funny.
But the third one, he cannot blow it down because this is the new Bray Wyatt, and Vince is no longer around here, so he cannot go anywhere near him.
I like that.
And plus, what does the wolf iconically say before he threatens to blow the house down?
I will huff and puff and blow your house down.
No,
There's your nursery rhyme.
Wait, back up. No, I said before he threatens to do that. Little pig, little pig, let me in. Let me in.
Let me in.
There is so many connections here, and it's so fucking awesome.
Dude, for real.
Coordinates to this location, coordinates to that location. Now the latest ones is the longitude and latitude coordinates to the Wells Fargo Center, which is Philadelphia, which is where Extreme Rules is going to be this Saturday. Everything's pointing toward this.
Pigs are debuting. Unless the Three Little Pigs are debuting in WWE, we don't know about that.
Sure. I mean, that could happen.
There you
go. Folks, we just spent the first 20 minutes discussing the White Rabbit.
Yes, we did.
It's okay though. This has sparked our attention.
Yeah.
All right, but in the meantime, we're gonna go to the other matches now because we already know the White Rabbit will be involved at some point. But it's time to get started on the Extreme stipulations, and that's what I'm excited for. We're gonna kick things off with this match. It's a 6-man tag team, good old-fashioned Donnybrook match between the Brawling Brutes and Imperium. And funny enough, I wanted to see this match for Extreme Rules after that insane match at Clash of the Castle with Gunther and Sheamus.
Match of the year, in my opinion, or one of the matches of the year.
Yeah, and then I'm like, hey, we got it. I mean, I predicted a 6-man tag team street fight, but I was close.
Yeah, he was.
Good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. The match that Drew McIntyre had with Sheamus.
Yes, sir. Donnybrook. Sounds so weird.
As Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci face Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch. And folks, since the release of this podcast is Friday, October 7th, tune into the SmackDown season premiere tonight as Gunther defends the title against Sheamus in a rematch.
Yep.
I am excited to watch the season premiere of SmackDown tonight. So, as we all know, anytime, let's actually quote Sheamus, shall we? Anytime that Sheamus and Gunther is involved in some way, shape, or form, it's banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Damn, it's tough to pick. Willie, what do you think about this Donnybrook match?
Well, first of all, the word Donnybrook makes me laugh. It sounds like something from a fairy tale. We just got done talking about Three Little Pigs. What's with some fairy tales and all stuff today? Anyways, I'm very excited for the match. We saw at Clash of the Castle the banger after banger after banger. Well, the one banger with Sheamus and Gunther. That was really, really fun. No doubt their match on SmackDown tonight will be fun.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's one of those things where anything can happen. And like you said it best, dude. Like, stipulation matches are the best. What better to do it than a Donnybrook match?
Yeah, and, the reason this is tough. The reason this is tough for me to pick is because you want Imperium to stay on their domination streak, but you don't want the Brawling Brutes to suffer too many losses here.
Nah, exactly.
So that's why we're stuck.
A rock and a hard place.
Yeah, rock and a hard. Wait a minute, isn't that the same thing?
Yes. Well, they're both hard. Yeah, rocks are hard.
Oh well, scissor me, daddy.
Yeah, scissor me, daddy ass. Yeah.
AEW has been sucking lately, but the Acclaimed is one of the coolest things.
Same with my AEW World Champion, John Moxley, on the Blackpool Combat Club, and that's better.
Oh, yeah. All right, you know what? I'm going to take the risk and say the Brawling Brutes will win this Donnybrook match.
I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to say that Imperium's getting the win.
All righty. Seems like we are off to a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, literally any of these matches could be the main event after that. Here's the thing, folks. Yeah. The reason we're saying any of the other matches, well, we already know the Donnybrook match is not going to main event. It hasn't been hyped as big as the others.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. The Fight Pit match with Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, that could be the main event because I don't see any person is. Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross at the strap match as well. The Bianca Belair Bayley in the ladder match, that could also main event. Edge and Finn Balor in the I Quit match, that could also main event. Wait. Even Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey in the Extreme Rules match could be the main event. The fact that any of those 5 matches could be the main event proves that Triple H did an insane job in building this up.
Yep.
And I cannot wait to see this.
Also, my friend told me like this might be this is only like slight rumors. He told me. He told me like this might be the last Extreme Rules that they have. So Triple H is basically just he's basically just going all out with this one. If folks, if this is the last Extreme Rules, don't get it from me. My friend said that. So
if it is the last Extreme Rules, then let's go out with banger after banger after banger.
Banger after banger.
Yep. Yeah. All right, folks, here's the next match we're going to be talking about. It's actually the Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship as Liv Morgan defends against Ronda Rousey. And at first glance, quite a number of people were rolling their eyes because it's another Liv Morgan-Ronda Rousey match because Rousey won a fatal 5-way elimination match to earn it.
I forgot about that.
But then all of a sudden, Liv Morgan said she wanted to defend the title in an Extreme Rules match. In my personal opinion, it should have been a submission match after what happened at SummerSlam.
Which people are not letting go for some reason.
Yeah. This could be the moment. Here's the thing. I understand Liv Morgan should beat Shayna Baszler at Clash of the Castle. But Shayna Baszler is one thing. Ronda Rousey is another. And you can go ahead and brag by saying Liv Morgan pinned Ronda Rousey twice, but you gotta remember both occasions were controversial and not like how she beat Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
Liv Morgan beat Ronda Rousey via a roll-up the first time because, Ronda was already injured following her match, and it was a Money in the Bank cash-in. The second time, Liv Morgan was tapping out to a submission, but the referee was seeing Ronda's shoulders, who was doing a submission hold at the time. So another piece of controversy happened. In this case, there should be no room for controversy because I'm like, either Liv Morgan can beat Ronda Rousey the same way she beat Shayna Baszler with a great back and forth action and a finishing ending, then I might just be able to take her seriously. Matter of fact, actually, she had a brawl with Ronda Rousey last week on SmackDown, and that was actually fun.
Yeah, it really was. Oh, people are saying Liv is turning heel. No, she's just showing an aggressive side. It's not heel. Because the crowd still likes her. I like Liv Morgan.
I mean, I do like Liv Morgan, but the problem is, I just could not take her seriously as a champion, the way she's been hanging on to the title. Until she beat Shayna Baszler, that's when she was showing signs that, okay, maybe she does belong here. If she can beat Ronda Rousey, if the third time, fairly, without any sort of controversy or sneaky attacks, no controversial submissions, and no Money in the Bank cash-ins, but a straight-up one-on-one Extreme Rules match where you can beat the shit out of each other, and Liv manages to hit a finisher and pin Ronda in the middle of the ring, then yes, I'll be able to take her seriously.
There you go, fair enough.
But if she can't, well then, I guess two-time SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey.
I'm pretty torn on this match, honestly. I think this is one of the matches of many on this card. That could go either way. On one hand, you got Liv Morgan, who has been booked as a underdog, the underdog from the underground, not Sami Zayn, of course. She's been, I will address, she has been keeping the title through various means. I'll give her that. And I myself do not appreciate how she's kind of been cheating-ish to win. Not really cheating, it's more like,
escaping with luck.
Escaping with luck. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Escaping with luck. I think, you said best, Christian. She needs to come out with a dub, on her own, without various means, without any help.
Yeah.
None of that.
That's the only way.
That's what I think.
Because here's the thing. The defeat of Shayna Baszler, without any controversy, was the first step in which I said, okay, maybe she can beat Ronda Rousey the same way, or maybe she can't. And people can have their opinions on Ronda Rousey all they want, but that doesn't mean that Ronda is not a team player.
Exactly.
Because, Ronda Rousey, she's all in this for the game because she enjoys it and she's having a great time, just like Liv Morgan is having a great time. And Ronda herself, from what we've heard behind the scenes, had wanted to drop the title to Liv in the first place. She wanted to put her over. So this would be the best way for Ronda to put Liv over if, she could be beat clean.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I get that, Ronda Rousey doesn't have the same spark as she did in 2018, but that was about her being the undefeated baddest woman on the planet. Now, she has lost. She's a member of the roster now. which means she can work freely amongst everyone without having everyone to be worried that they're going to have to just lose to her within seconds.
Yeah, for real.
And I don't see a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
This has opportunities to show that Ronda Rousey can be vulnerable even when she's 100%.
Yep.
And just because she ain't the undefeated baddest woman on the planet anymore doesn't mean she's going to be terrible. And I get that, her promos need work, but that's fine. She can get work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Her in-ring work has always been brutal. That's her style.
Yep.
Liv Morgan, she's in a category. Remember, look at last year's Extreme Rules. Liv Morgan was on the pre-show fighting Carmella for like the 15,000th time.
Correct.
And now the following year, she's in a potential main event match against Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's title, and she's defending it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how much things change within a year, huh?
Yeah, for real, dude.
So that's another reason why I applaud Triple H for this, because you usually go from, Ronda's obviously winning, and you go from there to Liv could win because of controversy, but then Liv beat Shayna Baszler without any controversy, and then you're like, oh fuck, now anything can happen. I don't know what to do here.
Yep.
Well done, Triple H, for once again making us feel torn, just like in the previous match we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
God, I fucking love this place.
I love the games era, man. I told you people was going to be good.
We are in for a hell of an extreme night.
Yeah, we are.
It's an Extreme Rules match. They can use all the weapons, including that baseball bat Liv Morgan brought to the ring like she was Sting.
Reminds me of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that too. Imagine if she had that outfit. I mean, imagine Alexa Bliss used to look like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she did.
Imagine if she had the bat. I'd be like, oh boy.
There you
go. Okay, final choice. Ronda Rousey beats Liv Morgan. However, not quickly and not easily. And while Ronda is literally in desperation, she manages to finally do it.
As much as I want Liv to win, and I think her reign should continue just a little bit longer, I think... I don't know, like... I'm gonna... Yeah, Ronda. I think Ronda's winning. I don't want it, honestly, because like I said, I want Liv's reign to continue just a slight bit longer, but I think this is where she drops it. So, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but hey, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to go with Ronda Rousey to win.
And quite possibly, I think I know something else that could be awesome.
What you got?
Once the match is over, whoever's the champion, poses, and then we hear Charlotte's music.
About that, Christian, I don't think we might not, actually.
Oh, really?
Apparently, Andrade says she's going through, and I quote, personal times right now.
She's been going through personal times the last number of months.
Yeah. He says Charlotte Flair is off due to personal reasons she shouldn't be sharing. Okay. No.
Well, here's the thing.
She's okay.
I hope everything's all right, too, but I still got this feeling she's going to show up.
Someone's showing up.
Maybe more than one person will be showing up.
We'll get to that person later.
Yep. But anyways, yeah, we're both on the side that Ronda Rousey will defeat Liv Morgan, but regardless, it'll make Liv look like a dominant person.
Yes, because I don't want to go into that match have Liv be squashed. That's not going to happen. I want Liv to at least get some dominance and her do her thing.
Yeah, we do not want Liv Morgan to be squashed if Ronda's to beat her, and we also, if Liv's to win, we do not want it to be out of luck, like a roll-up.
Stupid shenanigans.
Yeah, no stupid shenanigans. This is the third pay-per-view match that they're facing each other. This has to be won fairly for either occasion, and will make both wrestlers look insanely awesome.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to move on to the next match. This is a strap match, folks, between Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has had one match, I think, so far since he returned.
Yes.
When he destroyed Drew Gulak.
Yes, it was fun.
However, what I've been loving about what's going on with Karrion Kross is they have not immediately rushed him to the top of the Undisputed Universal title picture.
No, they're saving that.
Yep, Karrion Kross, and he's back with, with Scarlett, as we know, and it's been absolutely insane to see the Karrion Kross that we remembered from NXT.
Which, speaking, folks, NXT was pretty doped up this past week. Pretty good show.
Yeah. How's the remaster?
Oh, it's good. It's basically black and gold-ish. I'm using air quotes. It's 2.0 and black and gold mixed together. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the case, and I like it that way. Rather than simply going back to just black and gold, I'm like, don't just ignore what happened with 2.0. Use both eras and combine them together. The best of both worlds.
Yep.
And create a brand new era. And I cannot wait for the future of NXT because Triple H has said there's going to be expansions of NXT around the whole goddamn world.
NXT Africa, please.
NXT Australia.
Yep.
NXT South America.
NXT UK. Oh, wait.
NXT Europe.
Yep, NXT Europe. There we go.
Yeah. NXT this place, NXT that place. And even said something about having a World Cup tournament with everyone around the whole world for that.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I want to see that.
Same here.
When it comes to Triple H and creating these tournaments, hell, he made the Mae Young Classic. He made the Cruiserweight Classic.
Oh, I missed the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, I missed the Mae Young Classic.
That was good too.
There should be a tag team like tournament, with the same format as those tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be insane. Karrion Kross has been performing very well via his promos as he builds up to his feud with Drew McIntyre. And McIntyre's been doing a good job. Like, while he's been, talking about Karrion Kross and, there was unfortunately that really bad fireball spot.
I kind of laughed at that. I didn't even notice, so.
But it's okay, though. We have a strap match, folks. And I don't know if it's going to be the strap match that you win by pin or submission, or if it's the one where you touch all four corners. I personally prefer the latter, because touching all four corners in succession while dragging your opponent is a lot more cool to watch, honestly, than a pinfall or submission.
Exactly.
Because no offense to The Fiend and Daniel Bryan, but that strap match was just not as good as other strap matches.
Nope.
And it was a missed opportunity to see if Daniel Bryan could drag The Fiend with him as he touched all four corners.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and once again, I'm stuck because I don't know who to pick here.
I do.
Because, you have Drew McIntyre, who I understand, he recently lost to Roman Reigns, but we still want to keep him prominently in a main event spot, so you don't want him to lose his momentum or anything. Then you got Karrion Kross, who's got his first major pay-per-view match, and you don't want him losing that either.
That is so
fucking true. God. Once again, Triple H, you son of a bitch.
We love that son of a bitch, though.
Yeah, we do.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Our Truth style.
Unblock me on Twitter, Truth.
Oh, yeah. He probably didn't. He probably would say, my bad.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason it happened. Anyways.
And folks, this is a random thought, but as everybody knows by this point, WrestleMania 40 is going to be in Philadelphia.
And on my birthday.
That is true. Well, one of the nights.
Well, one night, yeah. Night two.
Yeah, I get the Raw after Mania. I don't get... But because 2024 is a leap year, I am not going to be getting a WrestleMania on my birthday for at least another 5 years.
Wow, dude.
Thanks a lot, leap year.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. It's okay, though. I've had a Raw after Mania before.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Karrion Kross to win the strap match.
Cross.
But I don't know if he's going to pin McIntyre or submit him. Or if he has to touch all four corners, then I can understand that.
Choke him. Just choke him out easily.
And then the big question is, where does Karrion go from there, I wonder?
He just goes on a tear for a while.
But then where does Drew go from here?
Turn him heel.
Nah, Drew honestly has to be a babyface in my opinion. There's way too many top heels. Over on SmackDown, anyway. So, Karrion Kross, I think, is the one who needs to win more than Drew McIntyre would. But that's okay, though. Regardless, it's going to be an insane match. I'm cool with it being either way of winning a strap match. I would prefer it would be all four corners. But if it's pin or submission, then sure. Go for it.
For real.
But I know one thing.
What's that?
No matter what Drew would pass out, he would rather pass out than say the words, I quit. Just like I know a few others who are going to be competing in an I Quit match, and that is, for the first time ever, one-on-one, Finn Balor and the Rated R Superstar, Edge. This is the match some people thought was going to happen at Clash of the Castle, but I can understand now that they saved it for Extreme Rules because we have an I Quit match.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second time we have an I Quit match in WWE in 2022, as you know, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a good match.
Yeah, it was. We haven't seen Charlotte since then, so, yeah.
Yeah. Hope her situation is going good, but we do also congratulate her and Andrade on the marriage.
Oh, for real.
Anytime people get married. And also congratulations to Vic Joseph on the marriage.
Oh, yeah, he got married too. Nice.
He got married. Commentator from NXT, folks, in case you don't know who that is.
Yep.
Byron Saxton temporarily took his place just so, he could be on his honeymoon.
It was pretty cool, I'll go on.
Yep. Edge versus Finn Balor. This has been documented since Judgment Day began.
Yes.
I like what Edge has been saying. He instantly regrets ever creating the Judgment Day.
There you go.
Because it caused Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and Finn Balor to believe, that they could just dominate the whole world when that was never Edge's intention. He wanted to create the Judgment Day as a way to show that people who are just not treated as well deserve their shine in the spotlight. But then all of a sudden the others were like, nah, we're better than you. Get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first couple of months after Edge was kicked out at Judgment Day, it really went downhill.
Yep.
For the group. But then, of course, Triple H took control, and Dominic Mysterio is now part of the group.
Yay. Okay, I'm actually liking him in Judgment Day, I gotta lie.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I won't lie, he still sucks on the mic.
He doesn't fit. Like, somewhat, at least in my opinion. And he sucks on the mic, yeah.
Yeah, he did not do good on the mic because, he was like, Ray, I hate you. I'm like, that was without a doubt the worst I hate you I've ever heard. Like, nobody could believe that.
I hate you, Ray. I'm like...
He sounds like he's high.
Well, I mean, no.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No. We'll get high later with Matt Riddle, so don't worry.
Yeah, I'm already kind of high right now. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
There you go. We're high on this show. That's what's up.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't. The losers' lines will discipline you. Yeah.
Yeah. But Edge, has been taken out by the Judgment Day, but then he came back. And then, he got taken out again.
2 weeks afterwards.
It's funny. It's like, he got taken out by the Judgment Day, then he came back. Then he got taken out by the Judgment Day again, and then he came back. And that's why it makes sense that they're doing an I Quit match, because it's like, you have tried to take me down, and I have never once quit.
Yep.
And I like how they brought in his legitimate retirement from 2011, saying, like, he never technically quit. The doctors made the choice for him.
Exactly.
And so, we had that put in, and that just made things even more exciting for the match. Because Edge is willing to take the risk and put his career, not literally on the line to the point where if he loses, he's done. But put his career on the line in this deadly I Quit match. Because, especially with, the rest of the Judgment Day involved, I honestly think Edge is going to get some backup. Probably at first, with the likes of Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
Maybe Beth Phoenix.
Probably.
To try and take out Rhea Ripley. And if that doesn't work, AJ Styles, who was also recently beaten down by the Judgment Day. And if that doesn't work...
We'll fall soon.
And if that doesn't work, AJ Styles may have some backup of his own in the form of... Who do you think? That's right. The people from Appleton. Hello.
There you go.
Nah, I'm just kidding. He's going to get help from us, the Losers Lounge.
Yes, sir.
Only for heel Balor to realize he's aligned with the Judgment Day and he attacks us.
Yes, please. I'll do it on a heartbeat. I don't care.
We were actually talking about Gallows and Anderson, folks. Perhaps that is a stretch. However, I gotta say, they've been teasing AJ's gonna get some sort of backup ever since he's been fighting up with the Judgment Day.
People are assuming that AJ's gonna go back to the Lone Wolf gimmick if y'all remember back from TNA. Good gimmick though. I really like it.
I won't lie.
I love the Lone Wolf.
Because of how he's involved with this, I want to see this. AJ Styles, Finn Balor at Crown Jewel.
Yes, the Demon versus the Phenomenal One.
Just like a TLC. Remember that TLC 5 years ago?
Yes.
That was a good match.
Let's not do the Demon though in AJ Styles because like that would mean Finn probably would take the L. So no, we don't need another Demon loss. No, we're good. Just do regular Finn.
But once again, folks, we're torn. Because
I'm not.
I honestly am, because obviously, you know, I can't see Edge saying I quit. I can't see Finn Balor saying I quit. Edge.
No one says I quit.
Well, then the match will continue.
Well, then we'll keep going. We'll keep going all night until someone says like, you can still do the match while the others are like doing their own shit. They can be in the backstage area still fighting.
Yeah, here's the thing. Edge has been, you know, well, in match forms, he's been on the winning end. But in domination form, in beatdowns, the Judgment Day has had the edge. No pun intended. But at the same time, Finn Balor has not only been losing the matches, he's been getting pinned on the pay-per-views.
We don't talk about those.
And that's the other reason why I'm like, Finn Balor honestly needs the win to keep his relevancy in the Judgment Day alive.
And with that push coming soon.
Apparently. Yeah. That's why we're like, oh God, I can't see Finn Balor saying I quit. But now at the same time, I can't see Edge saying it either. Now we're stuck. We're fucking stuck because of those situations. Goddamn Triple H, we fucking love you.
I'm just glad I'm getting my dream match. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been wanting this match ever since Edge returned. Edge was a childhood heel and hero of mine growing up. And of course, you guys know my current fave is, of course, Finn. So, boom and boom, put two together. At I quit. Boom. I got what I wanted. And I honestly, deep down, I don't care who wins because in the end, I win anyways. But I'm with Christian. I'm very torn on who wins this.
That's why we're trying to dissect this as much as possible. The fact that we're going into this event while we are unknown about how a lot of these matches could end, this is why it's such a great idea, and this is why Triple H knows his shit. Because he's leaving us in a place where we're like, oh God, this guy could win, but then that would mean bad things for this. Or this guy could win, but that would mean bad things for this.
People saying Finn could take the L, and he won't lose his what's the word I'm looking for? Finn won't lose his big push, I guess is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And they're saying Edge could also take the loss. It won't hurt his aura and mystique.
Well, if it was a normal match, sure, but this is an I quit match where you're practically admitting the other is better than you.
And I quit matches usually ends to feuds. So I think they're done with Edge after this. I freaking hope. Please, can we move on after this?
Yeah.
Please.
I must say, we could have a controversial ending like The Rock and Mankind.
I remember that where it was the microphone was held to Mick Foley and he didn't say I quit. It was like a video recording or audio recording of it. I actually like that idea. I'm not gonna lie.
But if they did that, the feud would continue.
Yeah, so somebody has to quit.
Someone has to quit in this case.
I'm biased. I'm going with Finn.
I'm gonna go with Edge.
I'm going with Finn. I'm sorry, folks. I gotta go with my boy.
I gotta go with Edge because I just got this. Because normally they don't have the good guy saying I quit.
They don't really.
They
don't really.
This would have been totally easy if this was a John Cena I quit match.
No, for real.
We would simply say John Cena and then move on to the next match.
You want a hard I quit match they could do one day? John Cena and Roman Reigns.
Nah, they'd have Cena say I quit for Roman.
They probably would.
Yeah. But in the meantime, folks, we're going to move on to the next match, and this is yet likely another potential banger, and it's historic. Bianca Belair versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship in the first ever one-on-one women's ladder match.
Yep.
I mean, for the main roster anyway. They had some in NXT, yeah. But regardless, first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
This is history in the making. And you see, they're doing history in the making without shoving it in your face about it.
Good.
Yeah. Once again, no disrespect to the Sasha Banks-Bianca Belair match from WrestleMania 37, but that was marred with controversy from the people who were claiming racism and sexism, and they had WWE literally hyping it up as 2 black women main events WrestleMania. But if they just let the moment sell itself, it would be even better. That's what they're doing with this. Bianca Belair and Bayley, they're not hyping it up way too much as the first ever one-on-one women's ladder match ever in the main roster. They're not hyping it up like that because, well, they're letting the moment sell itself. We already figured it out. That's why I'm excited about this. And holy shit, once again, I don't know who to pick because this has been an insane feud with Bianca Belair and Bayley, even back in 2021.
I got an interesting feeling on who's going to win.
I think
I know who's going to win.
Funny enough, though, these two were the ones who were supposed to face off in an I Quit match at Money in the Bank 2021.
Yeah, they were, and then Bayley got hurt.
Yeah, so. And this actually had me believing that we would see Bianca and Bayley in an I Quit match at Extreme Rules to pick up where we left off. But then, Edge and Finn Balor got the I Quit match, and these two got a ladder match. So I'm like, okay. A lot is changing, and I don't know who to pick in this case because it's been a little bit tough. But you said before you had an idea, so go ahead and share what you got.
I think I know who's going to win this. I got... Let me think. I don't know, you got control. They have the tag champs. Dakota and Io Sky are tag champs. You might as well have Bayley as the Raw Women's Champion. But, on the other hand, they did stand tall this past week pretty heavily, with them climbing the ladder and Bayley holding up the Raw Women's Championship. Usually on go-home shows, that usually means that person is losing. I don't think so. I think they're going to go all the way, and I think they're going to give it to Bayley.
Damn,
I love Bianca, but I think she needs to lose. This is a way to have her lose. Because she doesn't get pinned.
Yeah, funny enough, you had an opportunity right there. Because you said, usually when on the go-home show, when the person does that, that means they're going to lose. You should have said after that?
What's up?
Girl,
Girl, there you go. There you go. Girl, I'm not really good at that one. I've tried that many times and I failed, so I might as well leave that out.
I got a really good voice. I can do that. Girl,
See, Christian doing a lot better than me. There you go.
Folks, for the record, that has nothing to do with me being gay.
No, it doesn't. No, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Anyways.
It's all right. Nobody bothered me.
People are speculating. Now, this is weird. I don't know why this would happen, but I will mark that guy if this happens. People are speculating, with Asuka being written off this past week on Raw. This is saying that, she got written off TV for a reason. And people are speculating that Becky Lynch is showing up to help even the odds. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I think Becky's being safe for the Rumble. That's just me. She could show up, but I'm going to go with Bayley to win. I really think they're going to give it to Bayley. Because with us with you, Christian, saying that Ronda's going to take the freaking title, and I think I said too, have one belt change hands at least. Give it to Bayley. I think Bayley can take it, and
at the same time, if you lose a ladder match, it doesn't exactly derail Bianca Belair's momentum. This is not going to be like, the time when Bianca lost to Becky in 30 seconds. This is about climbing a ladder and I'm picking the title, so it's not going to derail her momentum.
And plus, she's held it since WrestleMania. Might as well give it to somebody else.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. She's held it for 6 months now, so I'd say that's a good title reign.
That's a long enough reign.
Yeah, I don't see the issue.
Yeah, give it to Bayley.
I wouldn't mind having Bianca being champion a little longer, but I don't see her being a champion for a year or anything.
Nah,
girl.
If she were to drop, she'd probably drop in December.
Yeah, girl.
Day one.
I mean, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know why December. There is no pay-per-view in December.
Yeah, there isn't. Day one, then. Well, apparently it's not gonna be on day one. I don't freaking know. It's weird.
We don't know what the hell is going on with that. The tickets were supposed to go on sale like 2 weeks ago, and they never did.
Exactly.
And now we're left wondering
it's not
what
gonna
the
be
hell.
on the 1st of January, which is stupid. But whatever.
Yeah, they'd have to rename the show if it's not on literal day one.
They'll call it like day 8 or day 2.
Or just bring back New Year's Revolution and be done with it.
Yes. Please, yes.
I mean, if you're going to have it on not the first day, but at least on around this first weekend, then just do that.
Although I do like the day one concept, so I should keep that. Keep day one.
Yeah, just keep it on New Year's Day. We say Happy New Year, and knowing that same night we have a pay-per-view. Hooray!
Exactly.
I honestly am still trying to figure out who I think should win in this ladder match, and I'm loving that I've been struggling with each match.
There you go.
Remember the back of the time when we were just easily predicting and moving on?
Yes.
Good times, right?
Good times. See, the Triple H era has done this to us, man.
And if we're going to be torn on this, imagine how we're going to feel when it comes to going into WrestleMania matches and we're absolutely torn on that.
Good gosh.
Huh. We may need to pull a WrestleMania and have a 2-night podcast.
Oh, bro.
So, I believe... fuck. If it's Bayley, that just cements Damage Control with domination. But if Bianca wins, that just solidifies she can still get the job done. But here's the thing. Bianca Belair in her feud with Bayley has had victories over her several times already.
Yes.
If we do this again, it's just yet another one and yet another pay-per-view loss to Bianca for Bayley. But if Bayley wins, that ends Bianca's title reign after everything they've been building up. And holy crap, once again, it's a scenario where there's a good thing if someone wins, but there's also a bad thing for the opponent if they lose.
Fair.
And with all these stipulations added in, there's no way that, we could have a sudden unfair victory. I mean, we could have unfair victory, sure, but none that would be considered too controversial.
Exactly.
It seems like every match we have here is a must-win.
Exactly.
Oh my god. So, fuck it. You said Bayley. I'm actually gonna go Bianca Belair.
We're split again, folks.
She'll find a way to stay in there. And even though Damage Control will try and take her out, Alexa Bliss will come out and try to do... Actually, no, Alexa Bliss is taken out of the equation. Because she got sandwiched in a ladder.
Basically.
Asuka's taken out of the equation. She got her ass whooped as well.
I wonder who's left.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, Christian.
No.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about them.
No. Don't do this to me.
Yes, them.
No.
Them. Them. They're coming back.
You can't be serious, right? You're serious?
Yes. Who else do you think they would be? It ain't gonna be Bex.
All right, fine.
She's gonna be at the Rumble.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say it. All right, fine. Welcome back, Santina, Marella, and Vicky Guerrero.
Wrong show, Christian.
Wait, I had it wrong? Wait, that's not who you were talking about?
No.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on.
No.
You mean them?
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 Yes, them.
I thought they quit.
One quit. The other just went with her because she was the best friend.
Oh.
Them.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Damage Control took out them. So Damage Control took out Alexa Bliss and Asuka. So yeah, we'll just fucking say it. Bianca Belair will have help with Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Exactly.
And then we'll have a tag team winner take all match at Crown Jewel.
Yep.
Honestly, personally, I wouldn't mind that.
That'd be kind of dope.
The Raw Women's title and the Women's Tag Team titles, I wouldn't mind that. I actually would not.
To be fair, would you want Sasha and Naomi's first match back to for them to lose? Actually, I don't think they'd lose in their first match. They'll probably have matches leading up to that. They won't lose anyway. So yeah, I actually like that idea too. Yeah.
Folks, I may have said some things regarding Sasha Banks and Naomi walking out, but I just want to say, this from the bottom of my heart. I meant every last word of it.
Damn.
That doesn't mean I don't want to see them back.
I miss Sasha and Naomi. I'm not gonna lie.
I might make a couple of funny jokes regarding it, but I wouldn't mind seeing them back. But at the same time, I don't see them showing up in this scenario, but it's one thing to consider it, so I'll put that out there. Regardless, you pick Bayley to win this match. I pick Bianca Belair. I guess it's time to talk the main event. Or what we think could be the main event. Or that could be the main event, or that could be the main event. Regardless, it's the last match we're talking about. And that one we chose is the Fight Pit match between Matt Riddle and Seth freaking Rollins.
Side note, ladies and gentlemen, I despise that they've added freaking to his name. I know it's to be cool, and I know it's to be funny and all. I know it's like a trend now. They used to call it back in the day. You should have did it back in the past. I just find it super annoying.
And guess what? So does Seth.
See? Seth finds it annoying.
So, let's take it out and just back to call him Seth Rollins. I still just call him Seth Rollins.
Same here. I don't call him Seth freaking Rollins. That's stupid.
Go look at my WrestleMania Backlash Sins video from 2022, and go to the end, and you'll see a bonus round and how many times they said Seth freaking Rollins.
Exactly.
And then you're like, I can't unhear Seth freaking Rollins after that.
Exactly. I don't know why they've added the freaking into his name. Again, I think it's just trying to be cool and edgy and stuff like whatever.
But also speaking of my sins, folks, I want to say, I hope you guys have been enjoying my videos lately. I've been on a domination streak with creating content, and I'm working on stuff right now that's scheduled for release in December. That's how great I'm doing right now.
Sweet.
And I also want to thank you guys for the endless support. And yeah, the Camp WWE sins are back for the first time since 2016, so that's fun.
Freaking love Camp WWE.
Yeah, Vince McMahon honestly is the highlight of the whole show, in my opinion.
Dude, he is.
I guarantee he had a lot of fun recording those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, if I had the chance to be on a show like that, I'd probably do it.
Yes, for real.
Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, their feud started prior to Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah,
that's how long it's been. And
the Bank was in July too. So there you go.
I believe heading into SummerSlam, they were supposed to face off. That match ended up not happening, apparently.
Nope.
So it ended up happening at Clash at the Castle instead.
Yes,
and
sir.
in the build-up to that, Matt Riddle brought up Seth's wife, Becky, while Seth brought up Matt's ex-wife and kids. That's when shit got insane. But I'm so glad that, they had a fantastic banger at Clash at the Castle.
Another banger.
Yep, another banger. They had a great banger at Clash at the Castle in which Seth Rollins got the win, which was his first one-on-one pay-per-view victory since he beat Cesaro in 2021.
Yep.
And now, in this case, things got changed differently because now we have a Fight Pit match. And the Fight Pit match was a match that existed in NXT. And there's no ropes, just one big cage. You only win by submission or knockout. And it's got mixed martial arts rules.
Yep.
Matt Riddle, former UFC fighter as well.
Hint, hint, UFC.
And then, of course, on October 1st of this month, we got the word that there's going to be a special guest referee. And who is that special guest referee?
My man, DC Daniel Cormier, that's him.
Yeah, UFC Hall of Fame legend.
Yep.
Who better to do that? I mean, then again, there's a number of others who'd be good for it, but...
like Ken Shamrock or, somebody else. I'm fine with DC. I love DC.
And I absolutely like how the feud's been going on with Matt and Seth. And...
oh, same.
This past Monday on Raw, they had the no contact rule.
Yep.
And I'm glad that, they did that very well because... didn't Matt Riddle, pull at something on Seth, though?
Yes. Technically,
he never touched him.
Nope.
It was a piece of his clothing. That's it.
And that doesn't count.
Doesn't count at all. Remember, much as I don't like to remember this, when Michael Cole feuded with Jerry Lawler.
Oh, God.
And there was that no contact rule that Jerry Lawler had on Michael. He could not touch him at all in any circumstance. So he grabbed his tie and yanked him into the coal mine.
Yeah, and that visual of his face, it's so funny.
It's like, I never touched Michael Cole. I just touched his tie.
Yep.
And I'm like, there you go. He was pulling him and still hurting him, but he never put his hands on him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I love when they do that sort of thing. Hey, no contact rule between you two. Grabs a piece of the clothing and pulls at it. I'm like, I didn't touch him. Didn't touch him.
No touchy-touchy.
No touchy-touchy. Yeah, basically. And so, Daniel Cormier, the special guest referee in this match, actually made a satellite appearance as well.
Yep.
And boy, that just added into the excitement for that.
Yep.
I went ahead and I looked back at the time when there was the Matt Riddle, was it Timothy Thatcher match?
Yes.
That was the one I looked at from NXT, and that was pretty good.
Violent as heck, too.
So now I can't wait to see how violent they're going to put in the fight pit with Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle.
It's going to be great.
And I have an early prediction on something as well.
What you got?
I think this feud is going to continue on after this.
I do, too. I don't think it's over.
Matt Riddle, I think, will get the win, because then if you do that, there's going to be a rubber match. At Crown Jewel, At Crown Jewel, Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, Hell in a Cell.
In a Cell. That's what I was thinking, too.
Hell in a Cell. That's the feud that I understand, folks. It'd be like exactly when Edge had this feud with Seth Rollins last year, but it's the feud that honestly earned it.
Exactly.
Like
and when Seth in the fight pit.
Like when Seth Rollins took on Cody Rhodes inside Hell in a Cell. That was a feud that earned it.
Exactly.
And now it's another one. Seth Rollins took on Edge. In this case, holy crap, that should be...
And Triple H's first Hell in a Cell under his era.
And I have this odd feeling as well that Daniel Cormier is not just here for this referee thing.
I really think they're going to sign Daniel Cormier for a reason.
I think they're going to do it, folks. We're just going to say it. Crown Jewel, Daniel Cormier.
Brock Lesnar.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah!
DC, I'm coming for you, motherfucker!
Motherfucker! Freaking love DC.
Yeah.
That's what I think, too.
So, and funny enough, this would be like you're mixing in shit that happened from Crown Jewel 2019 and 2021 and putting them all together. Like, I understand Brock Lesnar had this fight with Cain Velasquez, and while that did not go well because Cain was hurt.
Yep.
It's my opinion that was still good because they played it off as an actual UFC match. And, that type of thing can end in 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
So that's why I like what they did for that. In this case, Daniel Cormier, he's not hurt at all.
Yep.
So I don't think that they would have this one just be a 2-minute fight with him and Brock. But that's what I want to see. I want to see Brock Lesnar, Daniel Cormier. We've seen reports that Brock is potentially going to be at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
And they've been trying to make Crown Jewel their WrestleMania style event. They have 2 Saudi events.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to make Crown Jewel the WrestleMania style one. And I like that.
Oh, same here.
I remember last year when we talked about Crown Jewel, we were honestly thinking, are we watching WrestleMania?
Probably one of the best shows of the year in 2021.
Yeah, it was, in my opinion, the pay-per-view of 2021. Just like Crown Jewel 2019 was the pay-per-view of 2019.
There you go. It was.
To me, it was. There was so much crazy shit that happened that year. It's funny, in 2018, that was the shit year.
Yep.
But then after that, they started actually improving. And with Triple H here, we already got Roman Reigns taking on Logan Paul. Imagine we got that match. Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell. And Brock Lesnar taking on Daniel Cormier.
Yep.
And if Charlotte...
Roman Reigns, can't wait for that.
And if Charlotte Flair returns, imagine Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, triple threat.
There you go. Just do that. That's much better. Yeah, do that.
And then this. Bianca Belair, Sasha, and Naomi taking on Damage Control. Winner take all.
Yep.
That would honestly make Crown Jewel insane.
Yep.
I have a good feeling
they're going to... Styles, too.
Finn Balor and AJ Styles. Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to make that as an insane event. One that we're going to remember forever. Just like I guarantee Extreme Rules on Saturday, it's going to be an event we're going to remember forever. Or, and this is a big or none of that is going to happen.
Yeah, no, that might not happen.
Yeah, all the stuff that we just predicted. Just imagine that. All the stuff we just predicted for Crown Jewel will not happen. Imagine that.
Yep.
Well, the only one we already know is happening, Roman Reigns and Logan Paul, and I'm excited for that.
And that's what I'm really excited for.
All right. Back to this fight pit. I truly believe that even if they're not going to have a Hell in a Cell match at Crown Jewel, I have a feeling Matt and Seth are going to have the tiebreaker at Crown Jewel.
I do too.
So that's why I predict Matt Riddle is going to win the fight pit. While I understand Daniel Cormier is a Seth Rollins guy, I don't see him signing.
He's not going to do anything.
Rollins. Yeah. He should be. Here's like Seth thinks that DC's gonna help him win like by cheating.
Nope.
No, I think DC's gonna call it down the middle.
He even said that this past week. He's gonna call it neutral. Good. It's gonna be neutral.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
No favoritisms. But I think that would be the main event because they would probably have Brock Lesnar show up to confront DC.
Either that or Brock showing up next week on Raw, because Raw, good God, Raw is stacked.
Yeah, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, folks, involves the 25th anniversary of D-Generation X. Johnny Gargano taking on Austin Theory. What else we got?
Oh, goddamn day. Anyways.
The Bloodline's going to show up.
Yay. Nice, actually.
And, folks, we actually have no Bloodline at all at Extreme Rules in any way, shape, or form. And I'm okay with that.
Fine with me, I guess.
It just seems to me that we already have a stat card. This is showing we don't need the Bloodline to have a stat card.
Nope.
Now imagine if you add in those stat cards along with the Bloodline and you got yourself a Mania style card.
Just wait till Mania 39. Just you wait.
Those 2 nights are going to be insane. Just like I think
it's gonna be electrifying.
I have a great feeling about everything that's coming up.
I got a big film about that, the Rumble, the Chamber, and all of that coming up next year in 2023.
And I'm excited, honestly, for this November, Survivor Series War Games.
War Games.
Yeah.
What a way to cap off the year with War Games in that Survivor Series. Like, that's going to be fun.
It's never happened before, so...
Nope.
We'll talk more about Survivor Series War Games when the time comes, but we have a lot to discuss between now and then. But for now, I predict Matt Riddle will win the fight pit. What do you think?
Matthew Riddle is getting the dub.
Yep. 1-1. And then they should culminate at Crown Jewel inside Hell in a Cell. I understand they have a cage-style match now, but that doesn't mean they can't have Hell in a Cell.
Exactly.
So, I see that could happen as well. All right.
Sure.
And that concludes our predictions to Extreme Rules. Oh my God, I am so hyped.
Yep. I'm excited too. I can't wait.
This Saturday's
really looking forward to it. I love the theme song too. I've been bopping to it.
Yeah, was it
so
Villain?
Good. Was it?
I think it's called Villain.
Yes, Villain. Yep.
I must say, they have really interesting taste. Although I'm surprised that Triple H hasn't gone back to using, the metal music. Because,
that's it's going to come soon.
Yeah, they should do that for WrestleMania.
Please, yes.
I still remember how, I understand, the WrestleMania theme songs, they've been doing great with The Weeknd, but they had a trilogy, so let's try something else.
Yeah, can we not do The Weeknd next year, please? I love The Weeknd, but can we not do that?
Yeah, what else did they do? I believe, what I liked is, the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns title unification, the feud, anyways, the build-up. I like how on the promo video they used Metallica's All Nightmare Long.
They did.
That was insane.
Really good.
This is only the start, folks, of 9 podcasts, and I hope that next week we're going to be talking about the insane shit that happened at Extreme Rules, and then, of course, the following week, we're going to predict NXT Halloween Havoc, and already that card is looking stacked already.
Got Triple Threat, a women's match, we got many other things, an ambulance match, we got everything coming up with NXT.
Yep, thank you, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, DX. We'll thank DX next week.
Yeah, DX is taking over the creative.
Yeah, they are, and it's legit insane.
Break it down.
Well, that's what we're here for. We do break it down over here.
Yep. And then, of course, we'll be talking about Crown Jewel after NXT Halloween Havoc is over. Yep. And I hope that's going to be another stacked card. And then after that...
Paul's going to win the belt. I'm kidding. No,
after all that stuff, we're going to be talking about AEW Full Gear, and hopefully they get their shit together.
Please.
I'd rather be on a dominating streak of endless bangers.
Please, yes.
And then, of course, Survivor Series War Games.
Yep.
Then the Losers Lounge will be on break until day 1.
So you won't see us till 2023.
Well, technically.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah.
You'll see us at the end of the year.
No. Yeah, you will. Yeah.
But honestly, Willie, I have a good feeling about all this.
I got a good feeling about the future. I really do.
Yep. So,
this company's in good hands.
We're going to leave this right now with Finn Balor saying his favorite phrase.
Ah, yes. We are the losers. This is our lounge. We'll see you next week. And then the next week. Then the next week. Then the next week. Then you guys want to talk about. We'll see you many weeks. Yeah. Peace.